Flux.
Hey guys, it's Flux here, and welcome to our final video for Operation Overkill. And like I said many times before, this was definitely an experimental city. I really didn't know exactly how it all come out. I didn't know if some of these ideas I was having were going to really work out with the game's mechanics, and to my surprise, most of them did, so it was a lot of fun. The first thing I did was I left my entire residential and commercial portion of the city all in my mega tower, so nothing else is zoned outside of the mega towers. And then on top of that, I had everything else just as industry and my gigantic array of mines for ore and for and for coal. So I think that the ore and coal mines got me a little worried about halfway through with my large population combined with this just massive amount of debt I got in with all these ore mines. It was a little nerve-wracking. I was at like negative 70,000 an hour or so around that time. But it all paid off in the end, because you'll see, if you're watching now and maybe you don't really know much about the game, you'll see this like negative 100,000 an hour, and it looks a little bit bad. But what you have to remember is that all of this money I make from the ore and from the exporting of alloy that I'm smelting from the ore and from the exporting of coal, I'm making a huge amount of profit in my monthly income compared to my hourly income. And then I took all that money and I threw it into just a huge grid of power. So I've got a fusion reactor fully maxed out with all of the biggest modules added onto it. So I believe that, combined with the oil power plants all kind of scattered along that side, I was hitting somewhere around 11,000 megawatts, which is by far the most power ever pumped out of any power systems. That was a lot of fun. And then all that stuff is going towards any new cities, and alongside that, the Silver Valley city over just along the way. And then the rest of the city is obviously powered as well, no problems there. And we're getting a control net from Silver Valley, so that wasn't a problem. And everything else is really just coming from this massive grid of mining shafts, whatever you want to call them. So on top of that, I also did throw in a VU tower towards the end. You may have noticed I did that, and the reason why, I usually don't like the VU tower, it's just, I mean, there's so much crime that comes from it. But the nice thing about this is, because all my stores and my residential are all kind of packed in that mega tower, it's really easy to control the crime. I just have a police station right across the way, and it didn't take much to keep it kind of tamed down. And from there, you'll see the combination of the education, you know, from the massive amounts of community colleges and things I put in there, and my VU tower. I've got maxed out tech levels on all my industry, and my education is through the roof, so we don't have any real issues with fires and things like that. So everything kind of worked itself out, and in the end, if you look at the total income, we are about balanced here. We've got anywhere from occasionally negative 50,000 a month to around 200, 300,000 positive in the monthly income. We are kind of balanced around there, so it's about 0 to 500 an hour, something like that, if you factored that stuff in. But that was kind of the goal in the end. I wanted to have just this huge power plant, which I do have, and while we're not making a huge profit, that was kind of the goal. I threw all the money into the power plants. It was definitely an interesting experiment. I didn't think that this whole only mega tower system would actually work, yet here we are with like a 200,000 plus population, only mega towers, and pretty much 100% happiness with the parks and things in the mega towers, and education up. So that was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. This next city should be a lot more technical, a lot more aesthetically pleasing. I'm thinking of doing crazy road systems and things, maybe things I've never done before in the game. I don't know, just to play around with it, see how it goes. But definitely a different style of building. So hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.